Hey guys, Kyle Elise from Retro Bandit Gaming again. Today we're going to be looking at Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. This game just recently came out and can be most compared to the recent release of Doom. Very fast-paced, very gory shooter.
You wanna make out? Just two gruff, military-hardened dudes sitting in an elevator, snuggling out their woes in a totally hetero way. Huh. Ah, that's a nervous chuckle. Either your human side gets the joke, or your computer side likes the way I look in these pants.
Or a little of both, perhaps.
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just a good-looking man.
Unlike Doom, Bulletstorm actually has a sense of humor. While this will keep you entertained, the game may not. Some of the kills become repetitive after a while, but the game looks great in Unreal Engine 4. The controls have stayed the same since the original release in 2011, where your crouch button is actually on your left stick. And this could be a very weird feeling if you're coming from a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield, where you're used to having a more modern setup. They did not change the controls for the new version of the game, but the frame rate looks fantastic. The graphics look fantastic in Unreal 4. Little things like the control scheme could have been changed, but it's a small sacrifice. Once you actually start to play the game and you get used to the control scheme, it becomes more fluid. Then, once you get used to it, you'll be kicking and stomping your way to victory. While playing on the hardest difficulties, ammo becomes very scarce, and you'll find yourself looking in every little corner looking for tiny ammo boxes that can be very hidden. Also, there's lots of little hidden features to find. There are swarms of blue bugs that you can kill to get extra points, and there's actually an achievement, I believe. There's also the news bots you can kill. You can usually hear them through walls, and you can usually find out by them talking. They'll be saying something along like, "I am Newsbot," and you'll be able to hear it, and you'll be able to shoot them down. You get an easy 500 points to your score. There's actually an achievement in the game for killing them all. Also, when you drink alcohol, your scores are doubled. You get 100 points extra for being intoxicated. Sliding and kicking is probably your best option when you're running low on ammo. Using the environment against you, like using voodoo kills, knocking enemies into spikes, knocking them into cactuses, knocking them into plants, knocking them into anything that will make them stick and hurt. Environmental kills also help greatly. Bulletstorm also has some of the best weapons that I've seen in a long time, still to this day. Not so much the best weapons, but maybe some of the most creative. Getting creative with your kills is also a plus. This will lead to higher scores and you being able to access drop boxes. Drop boxes are used throughout the game as your resupply. You buy upgrades, buy weapons, buy ammo, but also you have to be able to get high scores, high kill scores. Different kills will give you more points. If you just run and gun everybody, you only get 10 points per kill. While doing a voodoo slide and using the environment may give you almost 200 points or 100 points or whatever they want to give you, depending on how the kill is. More creative, more points, and this means more ammo for you throughout the game, especially when ammo becomes scarce. The game does feel very linear at some points. You cannot backtrack as often as you would like to. Once you enter a certain portion of the game usually cuts you off, leaves you in that portion of the game. It won't let you return to any other previous portions.
One sniper means a dozen. Keep to cover. Upper platform.
Give me a target.
Sniping is one of the funnest parts of the game. This may seem familiar from games like Sniper Elite being able to control your bullet flow, but the outcome in this game is great. Enemies are quick and they will be fast to dodge your shots, so aiming ahead of time, maybe putting the bullet more forward in the direction that they are aiming, will lead to more headshots. Hitboxes might not be as accurate as I would like them to be. Sometimes I've noticed bullets clipping through the heads of enemies, not registering in the hitbox. Anything short of a headshot will only land you 10 points.
Come on, what is this shit?
On your way to town, did you happen to pass through a cavern? Maybe piss something off?
Yeah? Maybe?
What kind of a prick idiot are you?
I don't know. The good kind?
Behind the car!
This game does not play as fast as Doom, but it's easily comparable in the sense that it's just a run-and-gun shooter. Everything should be fast, but there are moments in this game that make you feel clunky. Clambering over objects will make you feel very slow, and it changes the pace of the game. In Doom, everything is very free-flowing, while this has very rigid limits. If you're not looking directly at an object that you need to climb over, it might not let you climb over as freely as you would like it. Enemies on harder difficulties are also very difficult to kill. They have lots and lots of damage. They're pretty much bullet sponges at some points in the game, especially on the harder difficulties. And taking shots from them will land you in a world of trouble if you're not careful about where your enemies are coming from. One or two enemies sneaking up behind you could easily get you killed. Maybe the slower pace might make it more difficult than Doom. Graphically, the game is sound. Some of the full motion videos haven't been edited that much. The frame rates have been buffed up, but some of the full motion videos look dull. While the game looks very sharp and bright when you're actually playing the real gameplay, full motion videos seem dull and maybe washed out. Like, they didn't do too much to them, but buff up the frame rate. They didn't go over the whole full motion videos over with a new coat of paint or anything. The sound in the game, the audio quality is fantastic. But one thing that did bother me, as they added Duke Nukem as a character that you could play as a secondary character, as an add-on, they did not change the name Grayson. Throughout the game, the characters still refer to him as Grayson instead of Duke. While the packaging on the game also says all new audio. Audio has been refurbished, so why wouldn't they be able to do the audio for Duke Nukem? Or at least input the name. It just feels weird when you're running around as Duke and they keep calling you Gray. But this is not game breaking. Occasionally you might experience a slow frame rate. Frame rates might drop here and there, but it's nothing too drastic. Nothing that a patch won't fix in the future. I'm sure they're already working on getting the frame rate just steady. It's mostly when you're turning very quickly, the frame can drop a little bit. But as a whole, I think this game does well. It stands good on its own. The multiplayer is a little lacking. It's more of a horde mode, almost like a zombies or, horde from Gears of War. You're doing countless waves of enemies. I believe it goes up to 50 as well. So the multiplayer might not be something. There's nothing competitive about it. It's just co-op. Facing off against enemies. Actually, there's one of those news boxes I spoke about earlier. So I believe Gearbox did a great job on remastering this game. It looks fantastic. It plays great. Other than a few frame drops, it stands very well. But with the lack of multiplayer, I don't see people playing this game very long.
Fun vacation ever.
But as a standalone campaign is fantastic. So I'm going to give Bulletstorm 3.5 out of 5.
It's clear.
It's not quite worth the $60 price tag. But maybe when it goes on sale, maybe a $40 price tag or even a $30 price tag, it's worth the pickup to play. And I was saving this for last. This is the biggest weapon in the game. This is a pile of leaves bringing you my review of Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition.
He is impervious to bullets! shitty job. You were the asshole who got us into this. What the fuck? Exit over here. At 12 o'clock. Hope you had fun.
Looky look, Papa got himself a genuine rope.